My mom tells the story of me. I think I was in junior high or high school, and I didn't want to go to school one day, and she asked me why, and I said I was sad and I couldn't go to school because everybody expects me to be happy. I'm the person who cheers everybody else up, so I can't do it today, so I can't go to school. And I look back and I'm like, oh my word, what a little people pleaser. What a role, what a belief to think that I need to be this happy, cheerful person, right? And yet, I think often most of us can fall into that. We're not super comfortable with other people's pain. We want to fix it. We're not super comfortable letting people be angry. We're not super comfortable with people being kind of irritated or annoyed or wallowing or being negative. And we often feel like we need to pump them up and lift them up and cheer them up, and we just want up, up, up. And I am a very positive person, as the story illustrates. I have positivity that comes naturally to me, and yet I don't always want to be happy. And I'd be a fake person if I didn't say I'm always happy and don't feel other emotions, right? So I do need to be allowed to feel sad and frustrated and all these things. And that doesn't mean that I don't still know that things are going to work out okay and that hope is still abundant, but it means that we can be sad. It's okay. It's okay. And sometimes the biggest gift we can give to our friends is letting them be sad and not trying to change it and not trying to lift them up. I am doing a series right now on how to respond to our friends. And in that case, I invite you to go to the one where I talk about how to validate our friends. That's usually the best response, is just validate what they're feeling and just say, I see you and I accept it the way it is. I accept where you're at right now. I get it. But sometimes we want to encourage, and sometimes our friends want us to encourage. And so what can we do in those situations? Most of the time, we can ask our friend, what would feel encouraging to you right now? So practicing curiosity with them. So before we just start jumping on, say, is there anything that feels encouraging to you these days? Is there anything that you want from anybody? Is there anything I can say that would mean something to you? Is there anything that's giving you hope these days? So just being able to kind of ask some questions about it before we just launch into our campaign, right? And maybe even the question before that is, do you even want to be cheered up? If not, it's okay. Like, I know you'll get there. Just being able to say, I'm not worried. I know you'll get there. Is there anything that would feel good to you right now? Is one way of just saying, I see you, and I'm happy to show up and be of support in a way if it feels good to you. So expressing curiosity. I did a whole video on that one. Another tip is that most of us, when we do want to be encouraged, I have found that the most encouraging encouragement is when my friends mirror back to me what they see in me. So when they're able to encourage me by saying, like, you've been here before, and in the past you've done da 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 da, and you were so amazing there, and I know that that's in you. I know that it's not lost to you now. You have that with you now. When they can kind of like hold your past up to you as an example, or when they're able to say, one of the things I always love about you is that you do always find something to you just start researching this and you will figure this out. I know right now it doesn't feel that way, but you are somebody who always figures it out. Or you're somebody who, you might be kind of confused right now and it might be kind of scary right now, but I love that you're somebody who rises up, and when you're ready, you're like, you are ready, and you're showing up and you will shine and you will charge and you will be fierce, and so when you're ready, it's going to be there. And I think that's one of the beautiful ways that we can encourage our friends, is basically like holding a mirror up of who we've seen them to be in the past, what we know is inside of them. And all along the way, validating, they don't have to have that right now, right? So it's okay. But when you're ready, just know that I see that in you. I know you're going to be okay. I know that you're going to get over, that you're going to get to the next spot of this. I know that you will find your peace. I've seen you do it. And give the evidence of who they are, because that's much stronger than just trying to point out that everything's going to be okay, right? And so being able to kind of hold up the mirror and say, I see you and I know you have it in you, is one of the ways that has felt the most encouraging to me. Positivity is not mean trying to lift everyone up and make them feel good. Positivity means leaving them feeling good, which is often letting them be sad. So encouragement can also just simply be thank you for sharing and helping, and kind of coming back to the validating one and just encouraging them with like, I know because you're always so honest with your feelings that I like trust you in this. Maybe encouraging them for continuing to do what they're doing. I hope that you keep grieving. I hope that you're able to stay in this. I hope that you're able to be okay in this confusion for a little bit, because I know that good things come to you in this confusion and that you're going to hear more clues about what you need to do. So sometimes encouragement is just kind of giving them permission, encouraging them to stay in their process, and just kind of giving them permission to be what they are and to like take in the clues and to be able to encourage whatever they choose to do and how they get there is okay with us, and we support them in that. Yes, we all want to be happy, but we don't want to be happy all the time. And happiness doesn't mean staying up there on the high. When we look at emotional intelligence, like bliss is like something that you should just kind of get. It's temporary, it's fleeting. It's like you go there, but really the goal of life is to be at peace. And to be able to identify all the other feelings and bring ourselves back to peace. It doesn't mean staying at peace all the time. Emotional intelligence means accurately identifying what we're feeling, when we're feeling it, and mining the information and the message from that feeling, from that emotion. And so one of the best things we can do is just continue to encourage our friends to feel what they're feeling, to name those feelings, to identify why they're feeling them and how they're feeling them and what they want to do with those feelings. And that is our way of encouraging them. So if nothing else, the takeaway from this video is don't feel like you need to cheer your friends up unless they say to you, please cheer me up. In which case, ask them what would cheer them up. But other than that, our encouragement should just be encouraging their process and who they are. That's what all of us want, is just saying, you're okay. You're going to be okay. You've got this. And I see you, and I'm with you in the process, and there's no rush, and I'm not scared of any of your emotions. We're okay. We're going to make it. And that's what I want for you. That's what I say to you. And hopefully we can all learn to encourage our friends in ways that don't leave them feeling bad that they aren't being more cheerful, because that is not necessary. And those are big words coming from somebody who always wants everyone to feel good, apparently. But I'm a recovering people pleaser, because now I'm like, I'm okay with you not being happy.